everyone, today I'm going to be repotting these sundews into the same pot. I sowed these in July of 2022. These are Drosera tokaiensis seedlings. Alright, so this is the pot I'm going to use. It is just a plastic takeout container. It's relatively shallow, but it has a pretty large footprint, which is why I'm using it. And I just drilled a couple holes at the bottom so water can wick up into the substrate. Alright, so since I basically had these in my grow tent for their entire life, and I haven't really had pests at all, I don't think it will be necessary to replace the soil. So I'm just gonna use the soil from these pots. I have this lid here. It's just a shallow depression. I'm gonna put a little bit of water in there so that I can uproot the seedlings and not have them dry out on me. Alrighty, so I'm just gonna take these 4 steps and I'm gonna remove some plants. I think I'll start with this one right here because it's by itself, and I'll try to place it in here so that it doesn't get doesn't desiccate on me. So I'm just gonna tuck this down, gently pull up, try not to break the roots if there are some really long ones. I think I'll start putting some soil here too. Just trying to excavate. I don't know how deep these roots go, so just want to be careful. Feels like they might go pretty deep, so keep going down. I might dump some of this soil in first. Yeah, I'm just being really careful not to break this taproot. There we go. Okay, well this root goes a lot deeper than I ever would have imagined. Just so you get a sense, that's the length of the root. So this might be an issue for the other plants because they're a lot bigger. Okay, so that pretty much filled this up with soil. I'm actually going to go ahead and pot this one up right away. Again, being very delicate, gentle with the roots. That's the root. So I'm just going to use my hands now because I think I have more control. I'm going to basically poke a hole and lower this plant and lower the taproot in, and then gently surround it with soil. I think I'll have it on this side. Cool. That's one done. So I want to mention that my soil mixture is 50% peat, 25% perlite, and 25% pool filter sand. What I found, it's just what I use, you don't have to use it, obviously. But what I found is that this allows for a very well draining soil, but at the same time, you can water it from the bottom, and the soil will get waterlogged, but not so waterlogged in that it creates a anoxic environment, so the roots don't just all die. That's what I found. Haven't tested this methodically, but it's just what I'm assuming because my sundews are doing pretty good. There's the second one done. So that one didn't really seem to have a long, deep root, so I don't know if I broke it. Unlucky. But I'm gonna do these larger ones here now. This is a very interesting sundew too. I found that, yeah, see, this one doesn't really have deep roots either, so yeah, I don't know, maybe I'm doing something really wrong, but I've already committed, so I'm just gonna keep going. I'm sure at least that first one will make it if I am doing things incredibly wrong. And if I am doing things incredibly wrong, please tell me in the comments so I can correct my protocol for the future. I think I can just grab this one over here. Yeah, it doesn't look like it has super deep roots, so not sure what's going on there. Guess that first plant was just a lot stronger than the others. Now that I have all the plants in there, I'm just going to use these forceps to gently grab soil and fill in the little holes there. Now that I got all of that soil figured out, I went around and collected some moss from what I used to top dress my nepenthes. I'm pretty sure most of this is sphagnum, but anywho, I'm just going to place this between the plants, just for some aesthetics. I'm gonna place it pretty sparse because it'll grow in. Also, I don't think I was able to collect enough to fill the top of this pot. So if you're wondering where I get my live sphagnum from, it actually just grew from dried sphagnum that I bought. So I guess if you keep that stuff wet enough and under good light, there's a good chance you can get some live sphagnum for yourself. And just because I know some brands are more sterile than others, I use I think it's Zoomed. I'm gonna check that real quick. Yeah, I use a Zoomed sphagnum moss. So the sphagnum here is whatever species that sphagnum is. So it looks like I might actually have enough moss to mostly cover the soil. And I don't know if I've said this before, but I kind of have a moss obsession. I think it looks so good. When plants in pots have good top dressing of moss, it's always so nice to look at. One more piece here. Alright, that's good. And so I'm just gonna hose this thing down a little, clean it up a bit. I heard it's bad to get peat on your sundews. So, yeah, unlucky for my sundews here, but I've accidentally done it before and they've made it. So hopefully they make it this time. Thank you so much for watching, and please leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Please leave me some comments. Let me know what kind of videos you want to see, what I can do to improve my videos. And yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time.